Just how much you like this team. Why? What makes them different?
Well, it's just chemistry, you know, the way they interact with each other, those type of things. They come to practice every day and work. And, you know, they compete with each other, but they leave it there, you know. And so, very unselfish football team right now. So, if it stays that way, we've got good things are possible.
Brian Lewerke, a key part of your success. What do you want to see out of him tonight?
You know, just consistent game management. I mean, he's got ability, so if he does that, he's going to make plays. But consistent game management, don't turn it over, those type of things. The things you want a quarterback to do. And number one thing is win.
Sounds good, Coach. Thanks so much.
Go Green.
Thank you, Elise. 12th year head coach Mark D'Antonio. And I mentioned the weather beautiful. And it is a light breeze right around 10-11 miles per hour. Temperatures will be falling through the 70s as we continue on this evening with a kick just after 7 o'clock local here in East Lansing. Student section, Coach, they're ready to roll. They've been ready since about 7 this morning.
Yeah, I think they got confused. I think that they thought this game was an 11 o'clock start because they were ready to go. They've been chomping at the bit, and why not? They think they got a good football team here.
And they've got the holiday weekend. Everybody's ready to start the college football season.
Little surprise, Utah won the toss, decided to take the ball against this defense. A lot of confidence in that quarterback and that offense.
It will be Cole Haan kicking for Michigan State. He takes over the kickoff duties that last year belonged to Brett Scanlon, who graduated. Here we go, 2018 underway for the Michigan State Spartans. And a few yards deep, Savon Scarver will take it down to a knee for a touchback. Had a lot of talk about Brian Lewerke on the side of Michigan State. Utah State, they have a very good quarterback of their own coming out to command this offense, and the sophomore from Bakersfield, California, Jordan Love.
Yeah, I've watched him, and the thing about it, he's a big guy, really a strong arm. He throws a deep ball, he throws an intermediate ball, has good touch passes to the backside of the backfield. I think he's outstanding.
Saw the completion percentage, 55%. They said they want that up above 60 this year for his sophomore campaign. And as Coach told you, they will go fast. First play, a completion out to the left side. And it's caught by Jordan Nathan, the sophomore.
Yeah, the speed that they run on offense, no huddle, always in 11 personnel, one back, one tight end. It'll prevent Michigan State from substituting.
Faking the handoff, Love keeps, and he's going to be stopped a couple of yards short. That'll bring up 3rd and 2. Nice tackle by Tyreek Thompson, stepping in for the vacated position by Chris Fry, who graduated last year. And there are the numbers for the defense. 2nd in the nation to only Alabama last year at stopping the run.
Well, they're built to stop the run, and
he's going to roll to the right as Love. Off the play action, complete. And out across midfield. So Utah State, 2 times they've connected Love to Jordan Nathan, and they're in Spartan territory.
Yeah, look at how fast they run. But the problem there, Michigan State Spartans gave up contain. The quarterback could get on the perimeter. He found the crossing route, first down.
28 yards on the connection. Over the middle, flags fly, another completion. For the moment, inside the 30 is the talented tight end Dax Raymond. But at the 13:57 mark, we have our first flag of the season here in East Lansing. Our referee, Rod Snodgrass. So it is a first down for Utah State inside the Michigan State 30. They picked up the flag, no penalty. Out of the shotgun, as we will continue to see with one back, Gerald Bright standing to the left of Love. Play clock down at 3. Snap comes at 2. Here's Bright fighting for room, but that stout Spartan defense, not a whole lot there. Maybe 2 yards down in on the tackle.
A little surprising. They looked to the sideline to get the play from the sideline and ran that play.
And here they go quickly. 2nd and 8. Down the sideline. And incomplete. Flag is down. Ronquavian Tarver, who's their top wide receiver, was the intended target. He was tangling with Justin Lane. Here's Ron Snodgrass again.
5-yard penalty, second down.
And there you go, Coach. When they move fast, tough to get off the field.
Yeah, you know, normally what you do is when you can see it right there, he can't get off the field in time. Too quick of a snap, 12 men on the field. Good play by Utah State.
Makes it 2nd and 4. Utah State trying to cash in early. You mentioned that last year at Camp Randall, they played a great first half against Wisconsin. Over the middle, caught inside the 5, and just shy of the goal line. 3 receptions on this drive for Jordan Nathan. This one for 21 yards. And they are up quickly. Handoff, Bright, left side. No, it's kept. And he's in. It's Jordan Love on the fake. And a touchdown for the quarterback from Bakersfield, California. And in just 2 minutes and 2 seconds, the Aggies have the lead.
Well, you can see it right here. They run so fast that Michigan State weren't even really lined up on defense. They had the quarterback keeper, and he gets it in the end zone.
Everybody went for Gerald Bright. Even the announcer went for Gerald Bright. And Love got it in the end zone. The PAT good by Eberle. What a start for Jordan Love. 4 of 4 passing, 68 yards, and then the capper. He rushes it in. Utah State up early. Football on BTN is presented to you by Taco Bell's Nacho Fries, this summer's tastiest blockbuster. And brought to you by Discover Card, the official credit card of the Big Ten Conference. So Utah State throwing the first punch, putting the Aggies, or putting the Spartans on their heels a little bit. 7-0. Got into the end zone in just 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And we'll see what type of a response Michigan State has in store. Aaron Vaughn's upended right near the 25. So Jordan Love had a great start for Utah State. He's 4 of 4, and now his counterpart, Brian Lewerke, who many are calling a dark horse Heisman candidate, comes onto the field.
Yeah, and this offense will be the exact opposite of Utah State. They will not be fast. They will huddle. They will take their time. They'll play to their defense unless they get way behind. And let's see Lewerke, how he operates the run game, control pass, and see if he takes a deep shot early.
And he can do both. You saw the total yards from last year. He's the first Michigan State quarterback to throw for 2,500 and run for 500 in the same year when he did it last season. And they start off with a familiar face in the backfield, L.J. Scott, who elected to come back instead of put his name in the NFL draft in his first carries for 2 yards.
L.J. Scott's a guy that when he first came on the scene in the Big Ten, I mean, he caught everybody's eye. And not that he's been bad, but he really hasn't reached the potential I think most Spartan fans would have wished. And they're hoping that this year his decision to come back will be something great.
Still has not had a 1,000-yard campaign. He certainly is hoping for that this season, as are his coaches. Lewerke sets as the pocket collapses. That's complete inside the 40 to Cody White. Well, we mentioned that they're looking for more explosive plays. There's one right there, Coach. That goes for 40 yards.
Yeah, you know, he found a receiver that was wide open, and he took a little bit off it. Just watch it right here. Pretty good protection. Some will come late on him. He stands tall. He knows he's got the guy wide open. He puts a little air in it, lays it in there. Good touch pass for a big game.
Cody White, who had the most receiving yards by a true freshman in school history last year with 490, gets a 40-yard reception there, and Michigan State's in business. Back to L.J. Scott. And finally taken down by 4 white jerseys. Leading the way, the linebacker David Woodward after a gain of 4.
Yeah, you can see what Utah State's going to try to do on defense. Any interior run, they're going to play everybody wrong shoulder, play underneath, try to get it to bounce outside and have fun scrape from inside out to make the play.
Utah State working with a new defensive coordinator in Keith Patterson. Longtime friend of head coach Matt Wells, so a new look on the defense, but a lot of faces back, as we mentioned. Here's L.J. Scott on the toss. And able to cut back inside to get to the 25-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, missed assignment up front because they got penetration right away and they got upfield, and really L.J. Scott did a nice job of planting his foot, getting back inside without losing more yardage.
There's Keith Patterson, first-year defensive coordinator. Coached back in the day with Matt Wells in Tulsa. They're friends from and their high school coaching days back in the state of Oklahoma.
I remember them well.
They're off to a good start here, up 7-0, but the Spartans driving. Lewerke. And he's just going to have to tuck it and go down. Sack coming in by Tipa Nalei.
Yeah, you'll see it. He'll just a speed rush. Beats the right tackle, Jordan Reed, out of his stance, and it's around the corner, and Lewerke didn't have a chance. Lucky he didn't fumble the ball.
6-yard loss, and Nalei, a TCU transfer who sat last year. They expect big things of him, and he made his presence felt there. And after the loss, it's going to be a long field goal of 49 yards. Matt Coughlin's long last year was 46. Line drive, and he does clear it. Maybe not the prettiest looking kick, but a new career long for the redshirt sophomore Matt Coughlin. And that gets Michigan State on the board. That's defensive coordinator Mike Tressel. Now, last year he was a co-defensive coordinator with Harlan Barnett. Well, Barnett is now the DC at Florida State, so it is Mike Tressel's show.
Yeah, Harlan called the defense. Now Mike is, and his debut was probably not as auspicious as he would like. A little bit different. Typically for Mark D'Antoni, whoever calls the defense is in the press box, but he's made the decision. Mike Tressel's been on the field for all those years. He's going to call the defenses down there so he can look guys in the eye like he always has and make adjustments.
Yeah, his 12th year, just like D'Antonio, and you're right, 145 games that he has been on the sideline, and for 146, he's back at his old familiar spot on the sideline. Deep kick, and that is out of the back of the end zone. For more, we welcome back in Elise Menaker.
Brandon, there's going to be a change on defense for Michigan State. You know, Coach D'Antonio came over to the defensive huddle and told his guys, we can't sub if they don't sub. The message to the players was, we have to be together. As you saw, you know, with that penalty, too many men on the field, I saw the players sprinting as fast as they could off the field. They were still having trouble, and they were breathing pretty heavy, so that Utah State up-tempo offense giving them trouble in that opening drive.
And to anticipate that, they've been practicing, as you were saying earlier, with 3 offensive huddles just to get ready for this tempo. Off the fake, a throw out left side. Aaron Vaughn's with his first reception, and Jordan Love is 5 of 5 throwing the football.
You know, Brandon, as I mentioned in our open, when I watched Jordan Love, the thing that impressed me, strong arm, make any throw, and you can see that sideline to sideline there.
He is a big kid, built like a tight end, and that time a little too much mustard over the head of Vaughn.
A little bit more on your thought about the 3 huddles. You know, when you're a defense and you play against yourself, a Michigan State offense that doesn't go fast, a lot of teams that you're going to face go fast, so that was just a one-time thing. They do that all the time, 3 huddles against the defense.
Yeah, he said they have them ready every 10 seconds to not give that defense a rest. But a little bit of a breather here after the first down incompletion. A reverse. And nowhere to go. That was snuffed out. Aaron Vaughn's got hit in the backfield by Mike Conashu.
Yeah, you talk about good defense. Look at that right there. They all stay square, and they smelled that thing out. You know, I used to say all the time, if it looks like a rat and smells a rat, smells like a rat, it's a rat. They got that rat.
And a 5-yard loss, 3rd and 15. Panashuk was there first. Joe Bocci, a talented Mike linebacker, came in to clean it up. Play clock to 5. Pressure comes. They got Vaughns. Can he find the sticks? No. That last gasp effort. It's going to be close. Kari Willis with a tackle, but coach, did he get there?
Well, they're substituting again, and they're going for it.
They've got the offense out there. Handed off and tackled in the backfield is Gerald Bright. Coming up to sweep him out from underneath. How about Joe Bocci?
Joe Bocci. Yeah, you know, they gambled there. They went for it on 4th down, and I thought they had Michigan State again substituting. They got out there late, lined up, but they made the play.
I thought there might be a measurement. But they, as you said, they just lined up and went for it. And Joe Bocci sneaking right in. Last year had 8.5 tackles for a loss. There's his first this year.
Now, that really is the same thing as a turnover for that Michigan State defense. How many times do you see an offense after turnover go for the home run? Be interesting here.
They'll start it from the 41, Brian Lewerke and company. Instead, he'll hand it off. And the surge will stop at the 37. Gain of 3.
Once again, as I talked about before, any of those inside runs, the way that Utah State's playing it, it's going to force the back to break out outside. But, you know, credit Michigan State. They kept their shoulders square, and they got back upfield. If you turn your shoulders sideline to the sideline, you're not going to get anything.
Midway through the opening quarter. Said they want this offense to score more this season. Just 24 points per game last year. They actually won 4 games with scoring under 17. And this time L.J. Scott lowering the head, and he gets it to the 35. Michigan State ranked 11th. They're not the only team that's ranked. How about that look for the Big Ten?
Yeah, that's you look at it right there. That's why most people in the country think Big Ten, most competitive, best conference in college football.
And the East, once again, a beast. Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State, and Michigan all in the top 15. And Wisconsin, number 4 in the West. Although, I'll tell you what, Northwestern didn't look too bad last night with that win at Purdue. 3rd and 3. Lewerke with time. Caught inside the 10. Felton Davis able to haul it in as he fell to the ground. 28-yard play.
Well, this is what we're talking about. Their offense needs explosive plays, and what a nice throw and catch by the Spartans. You see how he caught it in his hands, looked the ball all the way in, and the touch pass like Lewerke had, right on the money.
Felton Davis last year led the team in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. There's his first catch of 2018. And Lewerke's 2 completions right now, both for over 25 yards. This time a little pop pass to Cody White. But White is going to be tackled by Jontrell Rockamore and a couple of others in the backfield.
Yeah, you called it a pass. That's just a run. That's a jet sweep that they pitch forward out of the shotgun, but that's a run the whole way. Even though you saw he faked that he might throw the ball, they might have that in their offense.
So brings up 2nd and goal from the 6. L.J. Scott, the lone setback, but Lewerke wants to throw it. Flag comes in as the ball is jarred free. The defense of D.J. Williams got it loose from Davis.
Pass interference.
see, he looks front side, he goes backside, he has all the time in the world, and almost brought it down.
For a second, thought he had it. The crowd did. They started to erupt, thinking that they had a touchdown.
It looked like Williams had his left arm around the waist of the receiver.
This looks like L.J. Scott territory. First and goal from the 2. It is Scott. And he's going to be about a half-yard short. Gage Ferguson, the safety, coming up.
I think this will be their heavy formation. They'll put a couple tight ends in there, and Mark D'Antonio likes to run the football, and you got it second and goal at the 1. You got a big running back, and you got an experienced offensive line, and here it is. You got 2 tight ends, you got a tight wing, you got a fullback in the backfield. Here we come.
That's Colin Lucas, the fullback. L.J. Scott. Close. They'll say no. Third down and goal.
A lot of beef on him here, and guys in the white shirts are playing tough. Look at guys' strength. They are short. Good call by the official, and puts him back on his back.
Nice job by Chase Christiansen to stand him up, and he is so close to getting in. They're only a couple of inches away.
Yeah, Chase, the middle linebacker. That's what you want.
Rolling on the field, the runner was short of the goal line. The play's under further review.
Well, we had a good view of it there. I'd be shocked. And I've been shocked before, but I don't think they'll overturn. I don't think there's anything that shows that should be overturned.
That was an excellent look. Here's another angle with L.J. Scott. Christiansen met him right there.
Good tackle. Low man wins. That's what Chase did. He got his pads under the pads of the running back, and that's why he was able to drive him on back.
I'm with you. If that's the only angle they have, I don't know that you can overturn it. Because it's not shooting directly down that white line. So he very may well have been in, but from that angle, you can't really say that for certain.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. The runner was short. Third down.
Let's welcome in Mike Pereira. Mike, with that angle, they really couldn't call anything else, could they?
Hey, Brandon and Coach, you're absolutely right. You know, it looks from one angle like the live shot that maybe he is in, but the second angle looks a little short. I think everybody is doing a good job now of following really what replay's supposed to do, which is not reverse a call unless it's absolutely obvious. And this was a good case where you just had to stay with what was called.
So now Michigan State gets another crack on third and goal from about the 2-inch line. And flags fly before the snap.
False start. Offense, number 62, 5-yard penalty, third down.
And that is Luke Campbell starting at left tackle for Cole Chewins, who is injured.
Yeah, you'll see him right there, 62, playing left tackle. Got to sit up. Yeah, he did. He flinched in there.
He's one of their experienced linemen. He started 12 last year at right tackle, very versatile, but Cole Chewins out with the injury, so they moved him over to left tackle tonight. Now a much more challenging third and goal. Lewerke with pressure coming, and down he goes, Jontrell Rockamore. The senior from McKinney, Texas, with a huge play. It's like he was shot out of a cannon.
Yeah. The old saying, she ain't in till she's in, you know, and they made a heck of a play there and down on the goal line, and then come back, and they're going to go with a play action pass. They come with a blitz, make the play, and have to settle for the field goal.
That's the second Aggie sack, and both have come on third down. So now it's Coughlin again. He hit the 49-yarder, this from 32. And it's good. So a pair of field goals, Michigan State back within a penny. The first full Saturday of Big Ten football kicks off with a doubleheader on BTN featuring Trace McSorley and 10th-ranked Penn State against App State. Plus, Maryland takes on Texas on FS1. Then the Scott Frost era begins at Nebraska in prime time on Fox. It's all tomorrow on BTN FS1 Fox and streaming live on the Fox Sports app. Great crowd inside Spartan Stadium. Built way back in 1923. Back then it seated 14,000. Now it's up over 75K.
We've not seen anybody use the advantage of the new rule on the kickoff with the fair catch and having a spot at the 25. I was anxious to see that.
Yeah, anytime you fair catch inside the 25, you're right. It goes to the 25 this year. Cole Haan, though, sending this 5 yards deep. So it's a traditional touchback. Utah State will have the football up 7-6 in a moment. Talented Spartan defense being tested early. Joe Bocci coming into last year relatively unknown, but he was voted the team MVP for good reason. 100 tackles, 6th most in the conference.
Yeah, he's a special player. I asked Mark Antonio that, and you know, when you become the middle linebacker, and they've had some great ones here at Michigan State, not only you have to play, you have to take on that leadership role. And the young man, the junior out of Brook Park, Ohio, is really, really something.
He's one of the captains, as is Kari Willis, and then Brian Lewerke on the offensive side. Those are the three that Michigan State voted as the team captains. As Utah State takes over, El Toro Allen is the tailback, but this time it's Love underneath, and it is caught by Carson Terrell. First reception for the tight end. It goes for 9 yards.
Michigan State put a good rush on with their front four, bull rushing back, but Love just stood tall and put the ball right in the money.
Love again. Another throw, quick hitter, DJ Nelson, first down Aggies.
Number 12, DJ Nelson.
Between the two teams, we've had about 170 yards of offense, and 117 of those have come on 4 big pass plays. A couple for either side.
Well, David Yost, the offensive coordinator, is a protege of Mike Leach of Texas Tech fame and Washington State, and basically runs the same offense.
Had a great first drive where they scored. Utah State led early 7-0. Pair of Michigan State field goals since then. And a nice tackle that time by Raekwon Williams. You're going to hear his name a lot this year.
Yeah, he's a special player out of Chicago. And, you know, for a guy like that size, to make a play down the line is really spectacular.
6'4", 300 pounds. But Utah State comes right back with a first down reception. And that's their go-to guy, Ronquavian Tarver.
Their execution to this game on everything they've done, quite impressive. At that speed?
Yeah, whatever jitters they may have had coming into East Lansing tonight, those flew out the window quickly. El Toro Allen taking it into Spartan territory. Pickup of 2.
When we had our phone conversation with Coach Wells the other day, and I asked him, I said, what's your #1 concern? He says, I got a good football team. Can they handle the atmosphere of playing in Spartan Stadium? So far, so good.
2 more yards, brings up 3rd and 6, and then some extracurricular activities, and here come the flags. Justin Lane of Michigan State and Ronquavian Tarver were jawing.
You know, there's a penalty. I hope he didn't throw a punch.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense for 1, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 2, the foul's offset. That's the first unsportsmanlike conduct for both players. 3rd down.
That's a really good cornerback and a really good receiver going head-to-head.
Well, they're playing hard. You can see they're going after each other. And
Oh, he threw that punch there at the end, caught him in the face mask.
I think Michigan State's fortunate there. Normally the second guy, I don't know who really started it there, but the guy that does it late, which was Justin Lane, normally the guy that really gets the brunt of the penalty.
Matt Wells didn't like that was against Tarver. Thought it should have just been against Lane. Play clock at 2. They need 5 yards. And they won't get them. That's Khari Willis, the captain, the senior from Jackson, Michigan, disrupting.
He had to stay with him a long time, and that's good defense. Eyes on the ball. He gets his upfield hand on the ball, knocks it away, and impressive defensive back play.
He is a good one, the leader of the secondary.
And you talk about Dax Raymond, 87, the tight end. He's their second leading receiver. They go to him a lot.
Yeah, they say he's going to be an NFL player someday. Dangerous catch, but Cody White does cradle it as he falls to the ground. Just a short 25-yard punt, and now there's 25 seconds left here in this first quarter.
Well, you know, you got the win. From at least up here, you see that flag. It looks pretty significant, and they've had some success throwing the ball, you know, deep.
Are you saying you're going deep here on first down?
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah. You know, the only hesitation you have is that your defense has had trouble getting off the field, but it's sure not a passing formation because they've got 21 personnel.
Well, they got the I formation with a fullback. Lewerke does want to throw it. He will go deep, and he overshot his target in the direction of Darrell Stewart. And they said that was a problem last year for the quarterback Lewerke. A little long on the deep balls.
And they made a change at center. You know, Tyler Higbee got the start at center. Earlier in the year, they thought they'd go with Matt Allen of the Allen brothers, and it seems like they all played center here. And now they've made a change, and Matt Allen's at center.
Yeah, Jack and Brian Allen both played on that O-line, and now, as you say, Allen in for Higbee. Second down and 10. That was Lewerke's first incompletion. He's 3 of 4.
Here comes the blitz.
Quick throw right side. And the screen works. First down, L.J. Scott.
And that was all Lewerke. He sensed that they were going to come with the stunt. Guy was free, but he got rid of the ball, put it on the money, first down.
20 yards for the tailback Scott.
Might be the last play of the quarter.
And it will be.
The first quarter. Timeout on the field.
An exciting first quarter that saw our two quarterbacks combine for over 200 yards passing. And it's Utah State, surprisingly, up 1 after 15 minutes of play.